Alright, y'all, what's going on out there? It's your man Dollar Billsco here. And today on the back and forth, we're going to talk about preserving our culture. And I want to most definitely, first of all, give a big shout out to our big homie, Tariq Nasheed, for sounding the alarm on this. Most definitely a few others, but he was most definitely the one who sounded the alarm the loudest. So I just want to say right now that this is a very important issue. We can't let this slip. We can't let this one slip through the cracks. And most definitely, shame on those artists, those FBA, foundational black rappers, artists, producers, record label executives. You know what I'm saying? People who had been in the industry, seen it happen. Those who are active in the industry now, you got to step up and say something against this. Now, I do remember growing up, being influenced by rap music. All I heard was FBA people, the Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five. Now I know that Grandmaster Flash I think he has some Caribbean roots or Caribbean background. I think has Caribbean in him, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's never was one of the ones who spoke up and said, "Hey, I started this." You see what I'm saying? And most definitely, again, big ups to Kool Herc. Kool Herc is, he's a legend in this. But again, he's not a pioneer. He did not set this off. All the people that I grew up listening to. Let me just say this too. I was born in the 70s and I grew up as a teen in the 80s. Grew up as a kid in the 70s. And all the music that I heard growing up was all black music. Foundational black American music. We didn't hear reggae in the hood. We didn't hear reggae on the radio. A few college stations would play reggae music, but that wasn't the thing. All right, and I'm from Chicago. So, of course, it was black music, and then in the 80s, house music. Okay? So, all this stuff about Latinos playing a role in starting hip hop, that is so incorrect, and it's really wrong as well. All right? We got to get our facts straight, and we got to come with our receipts. Again, growing up in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago, all the music that I heard, all the DJs that I grew up listening to, DJs like Herb Kent, DJs like Doug Banks, because he was a DJ in the early 80s in Chicago. Tom Joyner as well. All these DJs, the DJs over at WHPK, these were white guys when they started playing rap music, but they wasn't playing reggae. They wasn't playing any Caribbean or African influenced music. All the music that I heard growing up in the hood in Chicago on the south side as a kid, as a teen, all the music videos that we loved. Now I know that Billy Ocean, I know he's from the Caribbean or something like that. I don't want to just, I want to make sure I have my facts straight, but I know he's not FBA for sure. But I said all that to say this. That narrative that they're putting out there, that Latinos and Caribbeans played a role in starting hip hop, setting it off, that is absolutely incorrect. All right? Because again, if that is the case, name them. Drop some names. Because I'm going to tell you who we grew up being influenced by. Run DMC, LL Cool J, all right, Slick Rick, mainly their whole Def Jam roster in the 90s, all right? It was labels like Uptown, So Def, again, Def Jam, all right? No Limit, Cash Money in the late 90s, all right? None of those names that I dropped off, none of those names that I just said have any African, Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican, Latino, none of that is in any of those names. None of those names are influenced by or had any hands involved with like Latino or Puerto Rican or Caribbean or whatever. These are FBA rappers, producers, label execs. You see what I'm saying? A&Rs. Come on, man. In the 90s, you know, we ruled. In the 90s, we killed the black culture was at its peak, at its height in the 90s. And none of that pretty much had that. I mean, come on, man. We got to be for real. Let's take it back. All right, now I'm not going to say anything against any Latinos or whoever is in the industry now. I grew up. I ain't gonna say I grew up in the '90s. Fat Joe been around over 30 years. And someone made a point the other day. Him and Busta Rhymes was never saying this before. How dare Busta Rhymes say black Americans have no culture? Are you fucking crazy? Please, let me say this, Busta Rhymes. Your name came from Chuck D. All right, an FBA, Foundational Black American. You mean to tell me Chuck D doesn't have any culture? All right, you were in a rap group with guys that I'm pretty sure are FBA. Q-Tip, your homeboy, is FBA. All right. We know that Phife Dawg has a little bit of Caribbean influence, a background. Never tripping on these cats, man. But you guys really know better for trying to push this narrative because you know it's a lie. And someone said this just the other day. Fat Joe really knows better because he came up under DITC. Who is that? None of those guys are Caribbean, African, or Latino. Those are FBA men. Diamond D. Come on, man. Buck Wild. Lord Finesse. Come on, man. Get up out of here with that, dude. Come on, man. All the big time acts in music. New Edition. All right? Jammin' Lewis, Prince, Michael Jackson. Where's the African, Caribbean, or Latino equal to these acts? Michael Jackson is not only the king of pop, he's the king of music. All right? Where is he from? Gary, Indiana. The hood. The hood. Where's Prince from? Minneapolis, Minnesota. Not the clean part, but the hood. Okay? Come on, man. Let's get this right. All right? All of our foundational black Americans who led the charge in this music, set the tone for this, there's no equivalent to them. People are very upset that we, black Americans, we are the culture here. We drive the culture all around the world. And you cannot take that from us. We are here to stand guard and preserve our culture, man. This is not a joke anymore. Again, we have to all stand up on the grassroots. We all got to stand up like I'm doing. All right? I don't have the influence like Tariq Nasheed or our brothers, Professor Black Truth, or some of the other names that I love and watch so much. I don't have their influence, but I do have to say something about this because I am in the music industry. I've been doing music ever since 1985, man. And all the people that I've been doing it with have been FBA. I'm from Chicago. Way before you heard of Common, there was us. There was me and my crew. There was D.A. Smart and MC Rock. You know what I'm saying? All right, Kingdom Rock. All right, crews like Basif and Mosa and The Union. All right? Yeah, I'm never taking nothing away from those who are active in our culture that are Latino or whatever, but you cannot say that you had anything to do with this setting it off. Because we need proof. We need to see receipts. I grew up in the early 80s, 80, 81, 82. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Curtis Blow. All right? Listening to Run DMC in 1983. Let's get it straight. So again, we got to preserve our culture. What's ours is ours. These people are upset because we're finally setting ourselves aside from them. They cannot, again, tether themselves onto anything that we've done because we are killing the culture here. We are the culture here. Everything we touch is magic. Literally. All right, when MTV was acting like they didn't want to play any black music, and Epic and CBS threatened to take their other music videos from them, and it was like, if you don't play Michael Jackson, we're gonna yank our videos off your channel. When they started playing Michael Jackson, MTV was never the same. Watch music videos before Thriller and then watch music video after Thriller. You will see the cultural change that Michael Jackson set in this. Michael Jackson set the tone for music, man. He's not from over there somewhere. He's one of ours. He's right here, and we claiming him. Prince is one of the greatest guitar guys in the world. I mean, even the Eric Clapton say, "No, man, don't ask me about." There's an article where someone asked Eric Clapton, "So how does it feel to be a guitar god?" or something like that, and he was like, I'm just paraphrasing, but he was like, "Don't ask me, ask Prince." Okay, y'all got it messed up out here, man. Where's the equivalent to the Jackson family? You know what I'm saying? That's African. That's Caribbean. That's Latino. Huh? Where y'all at? We ain't even got to talk about the musical, like the people who sing and dance. Let's talk about our producers. The Quincy Joneses, the Teddy Rileys, the Jamie Lewises, the LA Faces. Where y'all at? Where's the equivalent to them? Because in the 90s, they controlled radio with all the hits that they put out. Any of you all that try to do our stuff, man, yeah, big ups to you, but it don't sound like us. And our brother said this the other day, Tariq, and she was like, they want us to listen to this soulless music. They've literally gentrified our music and taken all the soul out of it. So all you hear is all these non-FBA people doing rap, R&B, all right? They can't sing, so they put auto-tunes and everything. It's ridiculous, man. You all are mad because even in the face of our everything we went through, even in the face of everything we went through, we still stood up and still stand up to our government. I was talking to my babe about this, not too long ago, that every time a major protest hits the streets, it's us. We are always the ones standing in the white man's face telling his ass to back down. No one is out there doing that. You see everyone else start joining in afterwards. But no one was standing in the face of that white man but the black man. I don't see the Asians out there doing that. I don't see Puerto Ricans out there doing that. I don't see Africans doing that. I don't see no one out there standing in the white man's face but foundational black Americans. And we've been doing that from day fucking one since we've been here. So you Busta Rhymes and you Fat Joes, I love you, man. But y'all got to check yourself on that because that is incorrect. Okay? There's some other people who early on in hip hop who really had their hands in it that were pretty much not Latino or Puerto Rican. Paul C wasn't that. I don't think Mantronics was either. The Beastie Boys, I think they're Jewish. All right? And we love these people, man. But where was y'all at? Where was y'all early on, rapping and breaking and playing the break records? All right? From what I understand, when hip hop was first bubbling out there in New York, Puerto Ricans and Latinos was shitting on it. Y'all didn't even like it. All right? And my brother again, Tariq Nasheed, I gotta keep shouting him out because he keep hitting it home. Crazy Legs and those other breakdance crew that we love them, of course. But they didn't really start seeing them until the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, so before y'all, our people was doing it too. You all just saw everyone pretty much bites black culture. Listen to this. This is crazy. They even bite the real low hanging fruit shit that we do. Like sagging pants. People who do the knowledge, they know that sagging pants culture comes from the jail, from the prison system. And there, if you walk around with your pants sagging, when it first started early on, it meant, hey, I'm available. Come get some of this. All right? But we took that sagging pants culture in the 90s and made it our dress fashion culture and everyone around the world starts sagging their pants. All right, even our gangster rap music. Yeah, a lot of it is fucked up. A lot of it's really low down. I can't big up all of it, but a lot of it is really good. But a lot of it is messed up. I seen some rap videos a few years ago from these Asian guys like in Korea. I don't want to get their where they actually from mixed up, but I know they wasn't black, but they were like Asian, Korean, Chinese, and something like that. They call themselves EBK, and EBK means everybody killer. So I'm watching this video, and these guys look like they was out of fucking Atlanta, man. They flashing, they brandishing iron, they shooting pistols, they popping. They look like trap rappers out of Atlanta, and I'm like, me. When I hear rappers from other parts of the world, I expect to hear something that really falls in line with their culture, with like where they're from. I really like the way we did it over here. Yeah, we all here on this land called the United States, but we still have different things going on. It's different in New York than it is from Chicago. So when we start hearing rap music from New York, these guys were describing New York and made us feel like, damn, I want to go there. You see what I'm saying? They did that right here on the homeland, but they were just a few states over. But the way they described Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and the clubs like the Fever and the Rooftop and Latin Quarters, it made me want to go to these places. So when I hear other rappers from other parts of the world, I be wanting to hear your experience. I be wanting to hear the clubs over there, what it's like over there. Make me want to go over there. But no, you guys want to sound like you're from Atlanta. Now you want to do this drill stuff. Yeah, big ups drill because it's from Chicago, but also at the same time, drill it's a different kind of rap music. But you all don't even be trying to do your own. You all are over there trying to do drill, like this UK drill. And I love those beats. Come on, man. I'm not shitting on these new kids, man. I love you cats for pushing the culture forward. But we got to protect our culture as well. Okay? Okay? So this is not a game, man. I just want to say my piece in this. I just want to let y'all know that this is for real. I've been doing this since 1985. That's a long time. And all the music that I grew up on, all the people that influenced me, all the people that made me want to rap and produce, they were all FBA. DJ Premier, Quincy Jones, Teddy Riley. I know Pete Rock has him and Heavy D has some, a Caribbean background as well, but they never talked like this. And these guys are legends, man. I'm your man, Dollar Bill Skull. Again, preserve our culture. Preserve our culture. Preserve our culture. Don't let it slip in the wrong hands. Because if we do, we won't have it and we'll be erased as well. Peace.